Hello everybody, this is Fault, and I'm doing a top 10 list from E3. I know it's a little late, but I have been dealing with my own stuff, so my own personal stuff and whatnot. So I've been having a hard time to get myself to actually do it. So I'm still doing it, whether or not people, or whether or not um, it's late. I don't know. I just want to have it done. So this is my top 10 list. I've never done this before, so I don't even know how this is gonna go. So we'll see. Um, so yeah, I it might not be the best video in the world, but this is my video. This is my top 10. I kind of put it together in a rush though, so I don't know. Over time, if I do these more, then I would hopefully I'll get better at them. Eventually, I'll also have something in the background that's around the channel itself. So, um, I'm kind of just throwing this all together on a in a quick little thing, just because I want to just try to get it done, and I want to work on other things. So this has been my priority right now to work on, but I haven't been able to get myself to do it. So, but further ado, yeah, let's get on to the top 10 list. I'm not gonna do any fancy edit graphics or videos or anything from the games. These are all games, so there was nothing else, but yeah, I might do editing. I don't know. I'm not an editor, so I'm just doing this video as I have a little thing written up, which you can't really see, but I have a little thing written up um, that I wrote up within a couple days. So I've been sitting on this for a while. Anyways, sorry for the little rant there, but further ado, let's get on to it. So this is my top 10 E3 2021 list. So alright. So number 10, I would say would be that Riders Republic game. Sports games like that are harder for me to get into, but it looks fun. I do enjoy the old style of Tony Hawk games. So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 is one of my favorites within the last couple years at least. So I like that kind of style of game, like sports games. I've never been much of a sports game player. I've played Madden. I'm not really a fan of it. I've played NBA. I like NBA more, but yeah, it depends. If it's a game, the sports games are more for if I'm playing with people. I'm not really one to play by myself. So with that at least. All right. Number 9 is Forza Horizon 5. So it's kind of in the same space as Riders Republic, but I like Forza better. I like the Forza series better, whether it's Motorsport or Horizon, which I haven't really been playing the Motorsport games since I started playing Horizon 3 was the first one I played, and I really enjoyed the open world aspect of it. So it kind of caught my eye more than the old style Forza Motorsport games. So I've definitely lost more interest in the racing games over time anyways, but anyway, alright, so number 8, it would be Outer Worlds 2. I didn't necessarily hate the first Outer Worlds, but I do like it. I beat the game, but I never actually finished or I beat the main story, but I never did the DLC. I never um, really played much after I beat it. I just, it wasn't a Fallout. Obviously, that's what probably a lot of people thought it was going to be, but it wasn't. So number 7 is Battlefield 2042. Now I do enjoy Battlefield games, but when it comes to multiplayer only shooters, it's harder for me to get into them. Now I'd rather play Battlefield over Outer Worlds mainly because of the fact that Battlefield's a game where you can just kind of hop in and play when you want. Where Outer Worlds is, to me, Outer Worlds is more of a game that you're going to spend more time on because it's an RPG. But the lack of campaign makes me not necessarily want to play it as much. But it's a better fit, in my opinion, for what I like to do over. Not that I don't like RPGs, I love RPGs. Fallout is probably one of my favorites. But like I said, this is my first time doing one. The order could be better, in my opinion. I'm not necessarily reading exactly what I wrote either, so kind of just doing this off the top of my head without necessarily without really reading what I wrote, which probably kind of defeats the purpose of me doing the whole list in the first place, or writing it all out. But yeah, so I enjoy the campaigns in shooters, so the lack of campaign makes it harder for me to want it that much, so it's going to be lower. I probably could have put it down further, so like 8, 9 maybe, but I don't know. I like shooters more than I like racing games and sports games, so. Alright, so number 6 is Rainbow Six Extraction. Now this could have been higher in the list. I don't know. I kind of threw it all together so kind of quickly. But I really enjoy Siege. But Siege is obviously PvP focused, and not that I don't like PvP. Like I like Call of Duty, Halo, Battlefield. Like I do like the multiplayer, but it's one of those games where you have to be more. It's more competitive, I guess you could say, than anything. And so yeah, I'm definitely excited for Rainbow Six Extraction though. That could be really fun. I enjoy like that aspect of gameplay, but like in a co-op setting. So I know we've seen it in Siege with that little. I forgot exactly what it was. I only played like once or twice. Was that like PvP or PvE mode that they came out with for like an event? But that's. Yeah, so I do enjoy that. That's going to be 6. So 5 is Far Cry 6. And Far Cry, I love Far Cry. I've always loved the Far Cry games. 5 was probably my favorite. I really got into 5 more than I've ever gotten into another Far Cry game before. Far Cry 3 I enjoyed. Far Cry 4 I didn't actually really play at all, so I have no real opinion on that one. Far Cry 2 I never beat. Far Cry 3 was the first Far Cry I finished, but Far Cry 5 I just really enjoyed. There's something about it. I just really enjoyed the kind of gameplay it was. Just the fact that, and you could play with your friends. Being able to play with people and co-op is, in my opinion, is one of my favorite things too about a game. So if this co-op, that's always going to be like, I'm always going to enjoy that game over most. So that's my Far Cry. Yeah. I'm not good at these, like, talking. I'm not good at coming up with stuff, especially on the fly like this. I'm not necessarily that good at it, but I'm doing what I can. Try the best I can. Eventually I'll actually, get better at the top 10 list too over time, hopefully. If I keep doing it, we'll see. I'm just I want to see how this one goes, and if anybody really enjoys it. Obviously, over time, the editing will get, there'll be editing and all that stuff in it. A lot of videos, I don't really know how to edit, so they're kind of the raw video normally, so it's never great. All right, so number 4, Back for Blood, and like everybody else, like everybody else that's excited about it. It's because Left 4 Dead was like a really fun co-op game, and it was a game, in my opinion. The thing I liked about Left 4 Dead was that you didn't really have to, and you didn't have to pay attention to the story really, and there was no real order you had to play them in, like the levels and stuff, which was really cool. I don't know. I like the way they set up the campaigns and stuff like that for it. It was different. Being able to play with friends, zombies, were playing any kind of zombie game with people and just enjoying yourself was always one of my favorite things. Now I played Left 4 Dead. I played Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 on Xbox 360, but I also played Left 4 Dead 2 on PC for the longest time, and I played with the mods and stuff on Steam. So Left 4 Dead 2 was one of my favorite games on PC. With all the mod support you could do, like, it was just ridiculous. It was fun as hell. So I'm definitely excited for Back 4 Blood. Unfortunately, I won't be playing it on PC. I will be playing it on Xbox, but still, it's going to be just as good without the mod support. I mean, Left 4 Dead's still good without mods, but obviously mods add extra gameplay to it. So eventually, I'll play it on PC, but when it comes out, it'll be Xbox. Alright, so number 3 is the I forget exactly what it was called, Tiny Tina's Wonderland or something, the Borderlands spin-off or whatever you want to call it. I love Borderlands, and I haven't played Borderlands 3 much. I haven't touched any of the DLC. I've been just I've been doing my own thing. I've been doing other stuff and playing other games and whatnot. So a lot of time, a game like that, it's hard for me to get back into when I haven't played for a long time. Also, I just I didn't want to put that much effort into it. I beat the campaign at least twice, maybe. So I enjoyed, like, Borderlands 3 was probably my favorite Borderlands. I just wish there was a lot more characters. So, but anyways, this one, I'm definitely excited for the new one. Because, like everybody else that's played that the DLC from Borderlands 2, I think, that was really fun, and it was different. So that was kind of cool. So I'm excited about that. And this sounds like it's going to be a different kind of gameplay too. It's going to be a shooter, but it sounds like it's also going to have some melee combat, which is cool. So like that whole fantasy setting in general. So that's going to be really fun. Definitely going to be fun. So, all right. So number 2 would be the Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Marvel in general. Like I've never read comics or anything, but I have read up stuff online and talked to people that have read, but like I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I've been watching for a while. I don't actually remember when I started, but I watched for a while now, and I'm all caught up, except for this week's episode of Loki, which I think was like episode 3 or 4. I don't remember what we're on now, but I think we're on 4. But the Guardians of the Galaxy game looks really fun anyways, and I did recently play through the Avengers game, which I thought when I saw this was going to be the same concept, but this looks like it's going to be a single-player game, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I do enjoy multiplayer. I really did enjoy the concept of the Avengers game. I used to play a lot of Destiny, so I could have seen me really putting time into that game if I really wanted to. But I'm not good at putting time into games anymore like I used to. I've been mainly playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection, more than anything. So, but I do love a nice Marvel game, and this is a single player one, so it'll be definitely I think it'll be worth checking out. Unfortunately, I really don't like the fact that you are stuck to playing one character and you can't play them all. Like, I wish you could at least play them all, but hopefully, who knows? Maybe they'll add that down the line when it actually comes out. I don't know, but I'm really excited for that. And so, my number one. Now, everybody's got their number one, obviously. Some people probably liked Guardians of the Galaxy more than anything. Some people liked the Borderlands stuff or the Back 4 Blood. A lot of people are gonna be more for Outer Worlds, but everybody's got their own thing. So, my number one, and this is probably just because I'm biased, but would be Halo Infinite, which Halo's been one of my favorite franchises since I started playing it. Started getting into it back in, I don't remember exactly. I didn't get Halo I didn't get Halo 1 right away, but I did play it around the time it came out. So, but Halo Infinite looks really fun. I'm I'm a big Halo fan, so I'm really excited for that more than anything. So, that is my number one. But, so, I know this wasn't really an amazing video, but that is my top 10 list. I will go through it without all the extra stuff again in case people were curious. And then 10 was Riders Republic, 9 was Forza Horizon 5, 8 was Outer Worlds 2, 7 Battlefield 2042, 6 Rainbow Six Extraction, 5 Far Cry 6, 4 Back 4 Blood, 3 Wonderlands, and Guardians of the Galaxy as 2, and then Halo Infinite as 1. So that's my top 10 from E3 2021. So thank you for everybody that watched this. Press the like button, comment if you enjoyed it. If there's other top 10s, if this is something that you would like me to do, I know I'm not very popular right now. I don't really have a big following whatsoever, but if this was good or if you enjoyed it, just listening to me talk about it, comment maybe other types of top 10s that I could do, other kind of content that I could do too. I know I've been in and out on YouTube. I've been putting videos up and not really anybody watches them because I don't put enough effort into making them enough videos. I have plenty of videos on my actual YouTube, plus the one that this is, plus the channel that this one's going to be going up to, which is the Bullet Edge one. Wow, this is a long video. But yeah, so this is Fault with my top 10. This has been Fault with my top 10 E3 2021 list, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. Have a good one.